Good morning, lovelies. Zoe Two Dots here with some monthly favorites for you guys. So sorry this video is so late in terms of we're doing so well. We're doing so well this year, hitting it on the first week every time, but nonetheless, my April monthly favorites for you guys. So let's just jump straight into it. So for the month of April, my favorite game was my time at Portia. Really chill, really fun, kind of like farm sim, little RPG, but your own little house and workshop, crafting items for the townsfolk, building relationships with them, fishing, fighting other creatures, lots of item collecting and exploring. I thought it was a really cute, really just fun, immersive little game. However, the load time in between, like just leaving your house or entering another building on the Nintendo Switch was absolutely unbearable. Absolutely game breaking for me. I know that you can play this game on PS4, I think, and possibly PC? I know it's definitely on PS4 as well at the moment. Maybe the load times are better on that, but for me, like just the fact that I could, like, in the time that I was waiting for it to load to go outside, I could put down the Switch, catch like 3 Pokemon, check my tweets, check my emails, go back and it still wasn't loaded, is an absolute game breaker for me. I physically, like, I'm a fairly impatient person with technology. I'm more than patient enough with humans. But with technology, I'm like, you are built to do this function. The purpose of this game is to, you go outside and you're outside. Like, if it's taking that long to load outside, I'm like, no, I'm done. So for me personally, I will sadly be returning this game. I've seen, I suppose, like other people playing this game on stream and it doesn't seem to take as long with the load time, so possibly on a different console it'd be better. I still recommend giving it a whirl. Like if you want to try it out, it was definitely a very fun, enjoyable, kind of like well-balanced game. It's just that for me was driving me so nuts with the load times. Nah, done. I cannot get any further in this game without it driving me insane. So yeah, I suppose it was my best and worst game of the month in that respect. Gonna return it and honestly just gonna keep waiting until Animal Crossing on the Switch comes out or Mineko's Night Market. Both of those I've got my eyes on. My favorite clothing of the month. This month I don't necessarily have any an item that is my favorite. I am super excited to be dropping some new merch very soon. Very soon. So those items will probably be my favorite, but you guys will see that when it drops, like pretty much this/next week. So yes. I haven't bought any clothes myself once again in like 5 ever. So yeah, nothing new on the clothing front. My favorite shiny of the month has got to be my shiny Alolan Raichu. Honestly, like off-event or off-brand shinies that just catch you off guard always feel the best to me. Like when you're hunting for an event, like say at the moment there's the Detective Pikachu event going on, and like a shiny Snubbull or a shiny Psyduck pops up. It's like, oh, that's exciting, that's nice, but like you're kind of aware that they're out there, that's, you know, maybe likely gonna be one of the ones that you'll find. So getting shiny Alolan Raichu from a raid when you're like, I'm not gonna get this shiny, like, you know, here's our 40th raid or whatever it might be that you've never had a shiny from, and then it's just like, hey man, how you doing? That kind of excitement, that like pure, unexpected excitement of a shiny is one of my favorite things in this game. So definitely shiny Alolan Raichu, my fave this month. Plus, I'm stoked that I can take it into the Nightmare Cup as well. I did have one other Alolan Raichu that would have been slightly better in terms of like CP, like to max out closer to 1500, but you can't not shiny flex when you get the opportunity, so yeah. My favorite trade from the month has hands down got to be my shiny Lapras from Tom from the cruise ship. Again, dude, thank you so much, to the moon and back. My Million Stardust shiny Lapras. I love her, she's gorgeous. Shiny Lapras is easily one of my top 2 favorite shinies. It's pretty much tied for first place with shiny Corsola, which isn't in Pokemon Go yet, but I love shiny Lapras. She's a gem. Thank you again so much. My second favorite shiny trade of the month was my shiny Shuckle trade that I did with Reversal. We swapped shiny Shuckles because we were both lucky friends. This was my first ever lucky friend trade, as well as like just kind of like a cool little swap to get that blue Shuckle with that golden sparkly lucky background. I love it. Thank you again for like agreeing to do the trade, because I know you were trying to get as many Shuckle as physically possible. And again, the 1-for-1 I appreciate. My favorite AR photo of the month has probably got to be one that's not even on my phone. I don't have this photo sadly, but it's got to be the one that I took of Yuri. Yuri, one of the Japanese Pokemon Go content creators. She is one of the loveliest people ever. And when we were in Sentosa together, she got herself a shiny Lapras right towards the end of the event, and everyone was taking photos as the sun was setting, and I was saying, oh Yuri, do you want me to take a photo of you and your buddy Lapras, you know, for the buddy challenge or just for fun or whatever it might be. And so I'm sure you guys can imagine the game of charades that might have ensued when my Japanese is fairly limited. Her English is pretty good, but in terms of like giving someone instructions when there's like an invisible monster and you're like, okay, up, and like trying to point in directions and like this way, and just your hand, just your hand a little bit on top. So it was quite a fun little experience for us to like actually take all these photos together and to snap this winning shot. I think this is honestly one of my favorite photos that I've ever taken of anyone in Pokemon Go, full stop. I love this image. I wish I had a photo like this of myself with my shiny Lapras. Thank you again, Yuri, for letting me photograph you and your buddy Lapras. I love this picture. So proud that I got to take this picture, and thank you as well. For this month, my favorite video creator is going to be JT Valor. So I've been pretty slack in terms of watching a lot of other people in their videos over the last few months. To be honest, I pretty much consistently watch trainer tips and then maybe one or two from everyone else, depending, you know, if there's maybe an exciting title or an exciting thumbnail that catches my eye. I physically can't watch all 40 plus Pokemon Go creators stuff every single day when, you know, the YouTube life requires a lot of hours as it is. So spending a bit more time with JT in Singapore and seeing how he films and things like that got me really interested into his, he does like these really cool AR plus like transitions and like including scenery panning across to Pokemon in the real world, which I've done like 1 or 2 times in my videos and never realized like someone else was doing it like consistently and really well. JT's fun, entertaining, again, kid friendly if you're a parent out there who's looking for other safe content creators to watch. He's an absolute shiny king. This dude like shiny hunts like a madman and still like makes some really fun, engaging content, always engaging with the community as well, which I find really interesting to like talk, like, you know, and creators show you new people every single day as well. Good energy, easy to watch, some really cool like AR transition techniques that he's been using as well. So check out JT Valor, link will be in the description. This month for my favorite series or movie, again, technically my favorite movies at the moment flow into May. So for April, my favorite series was Mindhunter. I finally got around to watching Mindhunter. I didn't actually realize what the show was about because I don't really watch any TV, I don't see any ads for stuff. I didn't know what the concept was behind Mindhunter, and I really wish I did, because like Criminal Minds kind of stuff, like psychology in general, I find incredibly interesting, and the behavioral psychology I find especially interesting. So watching Mindhunter, it's kind of based around the inception and the creation of the BAU, the Behavioral Sciences Unit and stuff, in like the FBI. Really cool take on it. The way that it's filmed as well is really well done. Great characters and great character development. Like they don't play like those really annoying tropes of like, oh, the stern cop that's stuck in his ways and never changes. Like the characters in this are very like flexible and learning, and they're trying to like share this new information in particular ways. Film style's fun, the music is fun as well. And like, again, the actors, especially the actors for the criminals. Yeah. Really, really good. I would hate to be in the position where someone was like, yeah, you seem like you'd be cast for this role where you've done X, Y, and Z horrible things to people, but they play it so well, like really, really well. And it turns out I think season 2 is coming out this year, like fairly soon. So yay, good timing on me being behind on shows. So yeah, Mindhunter, check it out. My favorite toy or merch, BRB. I'm gonna go grab these bad boys. Okay, so I never really kind of showed you guys what I grabbed from the Pokemon Center in Singapore. When I left Yokosuka in Japan last year, like 2 or 3 weeks later, they brought out the Pokemon 151 line. So it was like, it's like plushies of all original like 150 Pokemon, and that was like 2 weeks after I left Japan. And I was like, no, when will I ever get a plushie of some of my like favorite, but just, you know, probably not most popular Pokemon? And thankfully in Singapore they had a massive, they had all of the 151 plushies, a few other bits and pieces. So let's jump in. You're gonna be spotting a bit of a theme here potentially as well. So first up is Lickitung. This Lickitung plush is absolutely obscene. I love it. It looks so ridiculous. Like I can't even. Seriously, look at this. When else is there going to be a plushie of Lickitung? He looks better from the side, I think. I'm so stoked with this. Lickitung easily being one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon. Shelder up after that. A bit of a tongue theme, I think, for these two. I just like, again, the addition of the little tongue for Shelder adds so much more personality to this Pokemon. Every single one of the 150 plushies has like a little thing that's just like makes it that Pokemon. They could so easily just slap out a whole bunch of like cheap feeling and looking Pokemon toys, but like these little additions bring the personality for sure. Like, look at him. And like they're so soft as well. Seriously, these guys are fantastic. Up after that, another one of my top like 10 top 5 favorites, Venomoth. Look at its stupid eyes. I love it. I absolutely love this. Holy dooly. Venomoth is fantastic. And again, like when in the world are you gonna find a Venomoth plushie? Except for the 151. Thank you so much, Pokemon, for this. Like, holy dooly. Keeping on theme with the freaky little eyes, Omanyte, little Omi plushie. Again, really fantastic quality on all of these. These little hands out. I love it. Second last one that I got, the Vileplume. Vileplume, again, one of my favorite Pokemon. I like that it's got like the little kick, like the little foot kind of kicking up as well. And like Vileplume does kind of do that little kick up stance. Super soft little flower top is just fantastic little plushie. Last plushie was Clefairy. So I think at the moment I have another Clefairy plush, but it's like a Ditto Clefairy. So it has like the 2 little dot eyes and the Ditto mouth. And I just really love this, the positioning and the shape for this Clefairy plush. Again, pink, baby pink, one of my favorite colors. Beautiful. I like it. It sits nice. Got a little sticker as well from that Pokemon Center. And you may have seen in my background setup before that I have like the little plastic soft body figures. So I grabbed these two as well, the Psyduck and the Furret. So they're kind of like a hollow plastic toy, but they're pretty crazy cheap if you ever do get to go to one of the Pokemon Centers. They're pretty cheap, they're well done. And I just like how they all sit in like a nice little collection as well. So add in these two. So that is my favorite toys and or merch from the month. My favorite song, I haven't really listened to too much new music this month. So if you'd like to suggest anything, drop a suggestion for music in the comments down below and I'll check it out. Yeah, I've just kind of like been listening to the same playlist over and over again, so I'm probably due for a bit of a freshen up. And lastly, my favorite place visited for the month of April, and that's easily gonna be the Safari Zone in Singapore. I don't think I went to bed before 2 AM any of the nights in Singapore. I was absolutely dead tired and exhausted once Singapore was done. Holy moly. But I had so much fun just catching up with the squad, meeting so many new people. The food in Singapore is fantastic. So tasty. And the Safari Zone itself was so much fun. It was stupidly hot and humid. But I had so much fun just meeting everyone, trading Pokemon, catching some shinies finally on my game day. And just like the overall experience in Singapore. If you've never been to Singapore, I definitely recommend it. It's insanely safe, insanely clean. The food's wonderful, the people are wonderful, like it looks gorgeous as well, like everything looks gorgeous there. So definitely recommend Singapore if you do get the chance. And it was an absolute highlight for me this month. 100%. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what were some of your favorites this month? What was your favorite shiny? Did you have a crazy trade, or did you visit somewhere new in the world that you would like to share as well? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like. If you are new here as well, please be sure to subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.